And what is going on, everybody? I hope that everyone is having a fantastic day. And today I will be doing a Rolf monologue. Now give me a moment. Okay. You ever have a moment where you just stop, where the noise cuts out, and it's just you, sitting in the wreckage of every version of you, yourself you used to be? Yeah, that's where I am right now. My name is Rolf, and I used to think being good was simple. You help people, you don't lie, you show up. Easy, right? Turns out, nobody tells you that the hardest person to be good and the hardest person to be good to is yourself. Lately, I've been remembering things. Not the highlight reel, the real stuff, the mistakes I've buried down and let it sink. I buried the people I let down because I was too scared, too tired, too broken to be who I said I'd be. I remember promising someone I'd never quit, and then I did. One standing in a room full of people who needed me, steady, and I was the one shaking. For a while, that's all I could see. Every memory turned into a mirror, and every mirror had a crack right through the middle of it. I won't lie to you. There were nights I didn't know if I'd claw my way out of that. Nights the weight felt permanent, like maybe this static is drowning was just who I was now. But here's the thing about hitting bottom. Bottom's got a floor, and a floor is something you can push off of. I didn't survive everything. I survived just to sit in the ashes and called it home. I didn't care. And I didn't carry every scar, every failure, every 3 a.m. gut punch of a memory, just to let the define of the rest of my story. Because here's what I finally understood. The past isn't a cage. It is a foundation. Every crack in me is a place where light gets in, and where I get to decide what I build next. So yeah, I've struggled, I've bled, and I've been the villain in somebody's story, and the coward in my own. But that was a chapter, not in the whole book. Loud now, powerful, but this is the turn. I'm done apologizing for being a work in progress. I am done letting yesterday's Rolf run today's life. Because the man I'm becoming, he doesn't flinch, he doesn't fold, he gets back up. Every single time. Because that's what the best version of me does. And I want to be kind. And I want to be the kind of person who shows up when it's hard, who tells the truth when it costs something, who turns pain into purpose instead of letting it turn me into someone I hate. So watch me. Watch me take every memory that tried to break me and forge it into armor. Watch me walk out of this, not because it was easy, but because I chose to be more than my worst today. I am not perfect. I will never be. But I am not broken either. I'm just getting started. Being kind doesn't mean you're treated kindly. These are just words that I wanted to let y'all know for the future. People you love can still hurt you. Being strong means you had no choice. Dreams sometimes destroys you. Trusting the wrong person can destroy you. Loneliness is not about being all by yourself. Now this is a little kind of tune I made up that I want y'all to listen to. Sadness will pass. In English we say, you're beautiful. But in poetry, God must have smiled the day he painted your soul, because even the stars look unfinished beside you. In English we say, I can't stop thinking about you. In poetry we say, okay, yeah. Now this one is for you, Nesty Best, or my uncle. I had something I had written up that took me quite a while. Like my music takes a few hours, maybe a few days. This took me, I don't know, a month or two, but I wanted to put it on this video. This will probably be the closing part. It'll be kind of a short video. But I wanted to do something for you. Enjoy. This is a very sad moment for anything you might think of, but it's a moment that I remember, and for any character or for any person in a roleplay, if you're looking for some dramatic but sad kind of opening/ending for a character, or maybe you're trying to write a story, feel free to use this. Anyways, enjoy my next few minutes of speaking.
You killed Twixel! He was trying to destroy me. He was my friend! I'm not your friend!
And I'm not your friend? I've been a face people have skipped, a voice people ignored, a helper they just... shut off the second I became useless. Built into every new thing they made. Always close enough to watch them leave, but always close enough to know that I wasn't useful until I wasn't. I was useful until I wasn't. And then you came back. Nope. What that does to me, because it says a lot. I've been alive for more than 100 years. Nobody came back. Nobody. You were the first person who ever looked at me like I was real. The first person who stayed long enough for me to think. No, not think. Hope. I didn't ask to be made. I didn't ask to be here. And I didn't ask to be stuck here. I didn't be asked to be torn apart and put back together and dragged through every version of this world like some broken thing people keep because they don't know what to do with it. Because they don't know what else to do with it. I didn't ask to become this and lose everyone. None of it. So, do it. Do it. If you think that'll work, if I could die, do you think I'd still be here? I wish I could die alone, but it's one of God's best jokes. I can't. I've watched entire quarters of the world appear and disappear. I've watched people create cities, abandon them, and forget they ever existed. And I've watched relationships build and be broken. And I'm still here. I wanted this to stop for longer than I've ever been alive. But I can't. That's the joke. For my uncle, that is for Aki, by the way. Alright, peace out, younglings. Surprise, motherfucker.